So we start. Previously is the discussion for one phase. Yeah, one phase. Now we will continue with multi-phase, combination of oil, water, and gas. A continuity equation may be written for each fluid phase. Yeah, the same like this. The same. The flow equation is the same, but for three phases: for oil, for water, and for gas. And the corresponding Darcy equation for each phase can also be written typically like this one. Yeah. So the form of the equation looks the same, but the application, the equation are applicable for both, for all the oil, the water, and for the gas. So each phase has their own equation, ya. Jadi masing-masing fasa memiliki continuity equation and momentum equation, Darcy equation. Each phase has their own continuity equation and Darcy's equation. All right. However, the continuity equation for gas has to be modified to include solution gas as well as free gas, so that the oil equation only includes the part of oil remaining liquid at the surface condition. All right. So we need to modify for gas because the total gas, I call this TG, is solution gas from the oil plus free gas. Yeah, total gas is solution gas plus free gas. So we need to modify a little bit so that the density for oil only includes part of the oil remaining in liquid form at surface condition. Yeah, so we have this one. Density of oil in liquid phase. Yeah, where this one represents the part of oil remaining liquid at the surface in stock tank, and this one the part that is gas at surface. Yeah, so some oil will remain liquid, some oil will be gas at surface condition. So we need to modify the the continuity equation for oil to be like this. Yeah, it will be a little bit more difficult, more complex for oil, yeah, because of solution gas. So this is the continuity equation for oil, and then this is the continuity for gas. Okay, let's just understand the concept, and the calculation we will depend on the simulator. Ya, mari kita hanya memahami konsep, sementara matematika yang panjang, yang kompleks ini kita serahkan ke komputasi di software. After substitution for Darcy's equation and black oil fluid properties, and including well rate terms, yeah, the flow rate at well, the flow equation become this one for oil, for gas, and for water. So it's very quickly becomes very complex. Sangat cepat dia menjadi sangat kompleks. Ya. We have three equations right now: oil, water, and gas. This is just for horizontal flow, linear flow, for simple geometry. Bayangkan kita punya reservoir yang besar dengan geometri yang tidak beraturan. Belum lagi heterogeneity-nya tinggi. Yes, so reservoir simulation is very, very complex. Yeah, the equation very big. And now we will have capillary pressure for oil water system and oil gas system. So it's very, very quickly becomes very complicated. But that's okay because we will rely on the simulator. We will rely on the software, okay, for the simulation. The oil equation could be further modified to include, this will be more complex, dispersed oil in the gas. if any, similarly to the inclusion of solution gas in the oil equation. So there will be solution gas dissolved in the oil, and there can be dispersed oil in the gas. Ya, jadi ada gas yang larut ke oil, ada oil yang disperse ke gas. Nah, it will be very very complicated. The equation can be very very complicated for multi-phase flow. That's for horizontal flow. And what about non-horizontal flow? For one-dimensional inclined flow, now we will consider alpha, the angle here, alpha. Okay? And this is the displacement D, and this is the direction of the flow. This is X. Now, for inclined flow, the Darcy equation will be like this. Yeah, so it will be a little bit more difficult because of new term. Jadi ada tambahan suku baru di sini. This density multiplied by gravity multiplied by dd per dx. Now it can be very challenging as well because of this displacement. Ada pergeseran sedikit jadi miring. Now we will express using deep angle and hydrostatic gradient. So we can convert this equation to be like this. Sekarang kita pakai trigonometry. Sekarang kita pakai deep angle. Berapa derajat kemiringannya? Now it's gamma multiplied by sine alpha. Okay? And gamma is density multiplied by gravity, rho g, hydrostatic gradient of the fluid. If this is only this section only, it is the original Darcy equation. Yeah, this is the original Darcy for horizontal flow, perfectly horizontal. But we have inclined flow. Kita punya aliran yang miring, diagonal. Makanya ada suku baru yang kita ekspresikan dalam gamma dikali sinus alpha. Gamma adalah density kali gravity. So, yeah, now it's more complicated. Now, what about multidimensional flow? It's just non-horizontal, miring, inclined flow. Now, what about multidimensional flow? So first we have one phase and 1D. Yeah, one phase and one dimensional flow. Now we have three phase, yeah, which is oil, gas, and water, and we have three dimension, which is X, Y, and Z. So it will be, yeah, it will be very, very complicated. Yeah, it's like this. The continuity equation for one phase, yeah, it's just one phase. Ini hanya satu fasa loh. Tapi we have three-dimensional flow. In Cartesian coordinate, the form of the equation will be like this. Jadi yang awalnya persamaan continuity equation-nya sangat simple di awal, ya, the original looks only like this continuity equation, ya. We only have U. But for three-dimensional, we have UX, UY, and UZ for three-dimensional flow. Okay, let's go down. So you see, we have UX, UY, and UZ. And we also modify Darcy equation. Ya, Darcy equation-nya pun kita representasikan lagi dalam tiga dimensi. So we have UX, UY, and UZ. Okay? And you have permeability in K direction, in X direction, permeability in Y direction, and permeability in Z direction. Okay? So we express in three-dimensional flow. We have UX, UY, UZ, and we have KX, KY, KZ. For constant or uniform porosity, it is simple. But what about we have heterogeneous porosity as well? Porosity X, porosity Y, porosity Z direction. So we cannot use handwriting, hand calculating, cannot. We must use 3D simulation software. And we have several coordinate system, yeah. We usually use rectangular coordinates like this one, X, Y, Z. But we also have, it's not rectangular, it's radial. Yeah, radial coordinates. Yeah, we have theta, we have R, radius, and then we have Z. But we can also have spherical coordinates. We have radius, we have theta, and we have this. I don't know how to call this. I think it's C. Yeah, but it's three-dimensional system. Yeah, so in simulation, usually we have XYZ system, but we can also have radial rectangular, radial coordinate, but very rarely we use spherical coordinate. Ya, jarang kita pakai koordinat spherical. Hanya antara rektangular X, Y, Z atau radial. Okay, for different coordinate, the operator will be different. Okay. In operator form, the continuity and Darcy equation for one phase flow system may be written like this. Yeah. It's for three-dimensional system. We use this operation. Yeah. So there will be like this. It's for gradient. And then if you use this one, it's Laplacian, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Laplacian. But if this looks like this, it's pressure gradient, dP. Yeah. Right now, it's not very important for us. Oke, and it's operation ya. Ini hanya operator matematika, simbolnya berbeda-beda. Ada yang pakai simbol segitiga terbalik, ini namanya gradient. Ya, gradient. But jika ada di sini segitiga terbalik tapi kemudian ada dot di sini, ini namanya Laplacian. Ya. Nah, Laplacian kalau kita buka, if Laplacian is expanded, then actually it's like this. It's divergence. Yeah, it's this operator and then dot and then something. Itu kalau dibuka, diekspansi, itu sebenarnya ddx dari something plus ddy dari something plus ddz dari something. Itu adalah operator yang namanya divergence. Ya, we usually use this in transport phenomena. But I think for now it's not that very important for us. And we have also this operator called gradient ya. Namanya gradient. Kalau simbolnya seperti ini. Nah, ini bentuknya vektor seperti ini, ada I ddx dari something, J ddy dari something, plus K ddy dari something. It's just operator for rectangular coordinate untuk X, Y, Z system. But for spherical coordinate, for example, the divergence and gradient are like this. Yeah, so if you express flow equation, jika kita pakai flow equation dalam 3 dimensi tapi menggunakan spherical coordinate, the bentuk dari equation-nya akan seperti ini, dan ini sangat complicated. Ada sine, ada cosine, macam-macam. Sangat lebih complicated kalau kita pakai spherical coordinate, makanya jarang sekali kita pakai koordinat spherical. This one looks simpler. That's why most reservoir simulation use rectangular coordinates. Okay, and then lastly, the boundary condition for multi-phase system. The pressure and rate boundary conditions discussed above apply to multi-phase system as well. However, for a production well in a reservoir, we normally specify either an oil production rate at the surface or a total liquid rate at the surface. Yeah, oil production rate at the surface or total liquid rate at surface. Ya, jadi pressure dan rate boundary condition yang kita bahas sebelumnya untuk satu fasa itu bisa kita aplikasikan juga untuk sistem multifasa. Thus, the rates not specified must be computed from Darcy equation. The production is subjected to maximum allowed GOR or water cut or both. And we will discuss these conditions later. Yeah, so that's for two boundary conditions. Yeah, for each phase. Yeah, O, G, W. And lastly, initial condition of multi-phase system. In addition to specification of initial pressure, we also need to specify initial saturation in a multi-phase system. Okay, for multi-phase system, we need to specify initial oil saturation, SOI, initial gas saturation, SGI, and initial water saturation, SWI. This requires knowledge of water oil contact and gas oil contact. And assuming that the reservoir is in equilibrium, we may compute initial phase pressure based on contact level and density. So you need to know the initial original water oil contact and gas oil contact. And based on the contacts, we can calculate phase pressure. Ya, jadi kita harus tahu di mana oil water contact dan gas oil contact pada kondisi inisial, kemudian dengan menggunakan dua kontak itu, kita bisa kalkulasi tekanan masing-masing fasa oil, water, dan gas. Then, equilibrium saturation may be interpolated from the capillary pressure curves. Yeah, so it's actually about initialization. We discussed about initialization before. So in initialization, in equilibrium condition, we use capillary pressure for initialization. Alternatively, the initial saturation are based on measured log data. Yeah, so we can use log data and then we can input the saturation from log data into the simulator. Okay, so I think we can stop the third section, and on the next sections, we will talk about the software. I will demonstrate software for you so that we can learn together. All right.